Okay, this is already quiz number 4 for prelim. Let's start the quiz. Let's have the first question here. We have round off 191.5 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit. What was my instruction a while ago before we started the quiz? You have to follow the rules for significant figures. Because I don't have any other instruction. Wala ko yung instruction din na nakabutang kung 2 decimal places ba or 1 decimal place or whole number. Meaning you have to follow the correct rules for the significant figure. So number 1, 191.5 degrees Celsius. And then we will convert this to degrees Fahrenheit. So you can either use the formula degrees Fahrenheit. Sorry, degrees Celsius there. Wait lang. So this is 9/5 times degrees Celsius plus 32. So this is 9/5 times the given 191.5 plus 32. So this is 9/5 is 1.8 times 191.5 is 344.7. Plus 32 plus 32 is 376.7. Now let us count. Let us count class how many significant figures. We have multiplication here. What are we going to follow? The answer should be rounded off to the number of significant figures on the given. Wait lang. Ayan. Ayan again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 significant figures in the given. Therefore, dapat ang final answer 4 po na significant figure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning you have to include everything in your answer. You have there 376.7 degrees Fahrenheit. No need to place the unit because the unit is already given sa problem. Any question for this? Yes, Mariam?
Ma'am, hindi po pala isali sa ipag-consider po sa number of significant figures yung 9 and 5.
No, that is not included. That is already a part of the formula. So given lang, isa raman na itong given. Isa ra itong given, 191.5. Anything else?
No.
Wala na. So again, the correct answer there is 376.7. That's the given. So next one, determine the number of significant figures for the following. I have an instruction here. Write the number only. No need to write the SF or the significant figures. So for number 1, all leading zeros are not significant. So these are not included in the counting. We will start here sa 9. And then we have 3 trailing zeros. They are considered significant because of the presence of the decimal point. So we will include them in the counting. So for number 1, the correct answer is 4. Okay? You can unmute yourself if you have questions or send it sa chat. Now for number 2, syempre 6 and 5 are both significant. While the 0 here is a trailing 0, but remember that we don't have a decimal point. Pag walay decimal point, ang trailing 0 not significant. So the correct answer for number 2 is 2. Okay? Next. For number 3, this is in scientific notation. If scientific notation, we don't include in the counting the times 10 and the exponent. We'll just count sa capital letter N. So we have 1, 2, 2, 3. 0 here is significant because it is in between two non-zero digits. And then 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the 0 sa last part is significant because there is a decimal point. So pila answer? We have 7. Okay, sige, princess. Next, we have another leading 0 here, not significant. So we will start sa 1, 2, and then trailing zeros with decimal, significant yan. So we have 4 for number 4. And then lastly, we have here, these 2 are not significant. They are leading zeros. So we will start here 1, 2, and the trailing zeros, but we have a decimal, so they are included in the counting. So the correct answer here is 4. Any question for this set? Any clarification? Wala? Okay. So let us continue. For number 3, the storage requirement of the vaccine should not exceed 8 degrees Celsius. Say meaning na, dapat dili daw mulampas og 8 degrees Celsius ang storage requirement for the vaccine. I have not named the vaccine here, but as long as it's the vaccine, dapat dili siya mag-exceed sa 8 degrees Celsius. Now take note, which of the following should be the most appropriate storage room of the vaccine? What is your answer here, class?
A po, ma'am.
Room A.
Room A po,
A
ma'am.
and D po.
A and D.
Okay, let us see. The storage requirement dapat dili mag-exceed og 8 dili mag-exceed og 8 degrees Celsius. Now, ang mga given din ha na mga rooms, duha lang na diha, Fahrenheit ug Kelvin. Automatic room B should not be included kay that is already 10 degrees Celsius. Dapat dili mo lampas og 8 degrees Celsius ang storage room. So automatic inyuhan na dapat na siyang i-omit sa inyuhang choice. Kadjot kay dili lagi mouse. So again, i-omit na nato siya sa ato ang choice. E dili dapat tamo lampas og 8 degrees Celsius. Now the best thing to do is to convert this degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit and Kelvin para mas madali. So to convert this to Fahrenheit, our formula again is 9/5 times degrees Celsius plus 32. This is 9/5 times 8 plus 32. So this is 9 divided by 5 is 1.8 times 8. It's 14.4 plus 32. So this is 46.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Meaning ani, dili dapat mulampas, musobra og 46.4 degrees Fahrenheit ang storage room. Kaya that is equivalent to 8 degrees Celsius man. Now for the Kelvin, our formula is degrees Celsius plus 273. So our degrees Celsius is 8 plus 273. That is 281 Kelvin. So again, our choices will be, or our choices will be, dapat dili siya maglampas or magsobra sa 46.4 degrees Fahrenheit or dili siya maglampas or masobra sa 281 Kelvin. Now let's look at our choices. Room A is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is below 46.4. So yes, we can store our vaccine here for letter A. For room C, it's 300 Kelvin. So it's more than 281 Kelvin, which is equivalent to 8 degrees Celsius. So we have to crush this out. For room D, it's 250 Kelvin. So it's less than 281 Kelvin, meaning we can also place our vaccine here. And lastly, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. So 55 degrees Fahrenheit is more than the 46.4 degrees Fahrenheit. So we also have to omit this one. Therefore, in this problem, we have two answers. Pwede siya room A, pwede din room B. Any question? Kung isa lang inyuhang na-answer class, that's 2 points. Pero kung duha inyuhang na-answer na tama, it's 4 points. So you still have a point if you only got one correct answer. Okay? Any concern or clarification for this problem? Wala? Nakuha ni siya? Pag wala question, I assume nakuha na paano ni nakuha ang answer din ha sa question number 3. So let's move on. A person walks 0.570 kilometers per minute. How many minutes will it take for him to walk 1,500 meters? So the given here is 1,500 meters. We will convert this sa kilometers. So pwede ninyo siya himuon og ingani class. Our M na lang akong isulat para madali. Meters times our conversion factor. Syempre ang meters class sa baba kay para makancel. So kilometers na din sa taas. So makancel ang meters. Ayan. And then, what is the conversion factor? Sa isa ka kilometer na atay 1,000 meters. I hope you know this one kay this is very common since high school natudlo na ni siya sa atua. Now, pag isolve nato ni siya 1,500 times 1 divided by 1,000 is 1.5 kilometers. Now, unsa iyahang speed? Ang iyahang speed daw kay 0.570 kilometers per minute. So, pwede ninyo siya anion class, ibaliktad ninyo sa baba class ang kilometers para makancel. Always remember ha, dapat makancel yun na siya sa isa ka minute o na iyahang speed. So, automatic 1 na siya dira. This is 0.570. So, pag i-cancel na to, 1.5 times 1 divided by 0.570 is 2.631578,947 minutes. Ingana niya ka dugay lakawon ang 1,500 meters, 2 point something minutes. Pero ang final answer ani ingon ko di ba mag-follow og rules sa significant figures. Naun sa ato ang mathematical operation dinhi, multiplication and division. So sa multiplication ug sa division, ang final answer should be rounded off to the least number of significant figures in the given. So let us look at the given. You have 0.570 kilometers per minute here. How many significant figures ne? 0. The leading 0 is not significant. 5 and 7 are significant. And the 0 here is also significant because you have a decimal point. So, we have 3 significant figures here, while sa second na given, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures here. All the trailing zeros, tanang zeros nga naa sa last are significant because of the presence of the decimal point. So duha raman na ato ang given class. So sa ilahang duha, the lesser number of significant figures kay kanang 3, which means i-round off nato ang ato ang final answer nga tatlo lang pud ka significant figures ang mabilin. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So taman lang kadinhi class. And if you look at the next digit, it's 1. So no need ka mag-add og 1 diri sa 3. As is lang na siya, which means ang correct answer dinhi kay 2.63 minutes. So you can either write the unit or dili ni pwede na number lang. Okay, sige, tama imong answer pero gimalian sa Schoology. Take note of that sa we will check it later ha pag mahumanta og Rationale. Questions for question number 4, clarifications. Nakita na ninyo kung tama ba or mali inyong answer. So, okay na ta dire. Let's move on. Ingani ra pud ang sa exam class ha. So, please study. I have provided you all the recordings already. You can rewatch it para kung naamoy question or naamoy nakalimtan, mabalikan ninyo siya. Kay hapit na ato ang exam and you need to pass this subject in order for you to move on to another next sem. Okay? So the next given here, you have to convert 370 Kelvin into degrees Fahrenheit. So remember, wala ta class, wala ta equation converting directly the 370 Kelvin to Fahrenheit. So kailangan Kelvin sa to Celsius before ta mag degrees Fahrenheit. So our formula here, degrees Celsius is Kelvin minus 273. So the given there is 370 minus 273. So this is 370 minus 273 is 97 degrees Celsius. Ayan, 97 degrees Celsius. Tapos, pag nanatay Celsius, ano patamag? Fahrenheit. So, degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 times degrees Celsius plus 32. So, this is 9/5 times 97. That's the computed Celsius here plus 32. So, this is 9/5 is 1.8 times 97 is 174.6 plus 32. This is 206.6. Now, how do we know if this is the final answer? Diba, ingon ko mag-follow og rule sa significant figures. So, multiplication man ni og division. Therefore, ang significant figures sa given. Ano sa batong given? 370. So, we have 1, 2, and take note, this is not significant kay wala tay decimal point sa given. Nahimo lang nag-significant ang trailing zero pag naay decimal point. So dapat
Decimal
class,
point, ma'am.
yeah, okay, very good. That meaning ana ang ato ang given na alay two significant figures. And that means kailangan two significant figures lang pud ang mabilin. So this is 1, this is 2. Again, that is 2. That is an in-between 0. But take note, class, that the next digit is 6. So, mag-plus 1 ka diri. Which means, mahimo ni siya og 210. Muha man ni siyang i-drop ang 6.6. Kay dili naman sila counted kay two significant figures lang man dapat. So, pag i-count nato, class, ang significant figures karon, wait lang. We have 1, we have 2, and then take note that the 0 here is not significant because we don't have a decimal point. So the correct answer for this one is 210. Dili siya pwede, class, by the way, dili siya pwede nga 206. Kaya pag tanawan nato ang 206 or even 207, if we count the significant figures here, we have 1, 2, and 3. This is considered significant kay in between 0 man na siya. This is the same thing with the 207. You have 3 significant figures there in which wala na siya nagsunod kay ang ato ang given 2 significant figures lang man. So mo na nga tama lang dapat ka diri sa 0 tapos i-drop man na nimo ang uban nga digits din ha, pero kailangan pa nimo i-consider ang next na digit after the 0. So that is now 6. So mo na nga nag plus 1 ta din hinahimo siya og 210. Okay? Questions for this one? Nakuha ba ninyo ang tamang answer ani? Or wala? Ang uban sa inyo yung answer either 206.6 or 207. So again, do not forget our rules sa significant figures. Okay, I think wala na. So let's move on to the next problem. The density of a certain metal is 8.90 grams per ml. What is the mass of 15.0 ml? This one is density. Unsa gani ato ang formula sa density? Density is equal to mass over volume. Again, density is equal to mass over volume. Pero ang ginapangita sa problem kay ang mass. So ato ang i-derive ato ang formula, i-cross multiply man nato na siya class, meaning mass is equal to density times volume. So ang given nga density is this one, 8.90 grams per ml times the volume. The given volume is this one, 15.00 ml. We can cancel the ml. Ang maiwan na unit ay grams, and that is our unit for mass. 8.90 times 15.00 is 133.5 grams. However, kailangan ta mag-follow og rules sa significant figures. So sa rules sa significant figures class, we have the two given here. Multiplication man eh, so lesser number of significant figures. Sa first given 8.90, we have 3 significant figures here. 1, 2, and 3. The 0 there is significant. Kaya naman kay decimal. For the second given 15.00 ml, we have 4 significant figures here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Both zeros are significant because we have the decimal point. So significant siya mo na nga 4. Therefore, ang lesser one is 3. Dapat atong final answer na alang po siya tatlo ka significant figures. So we have 1, 2, 3. So taman lang ka din pero di ba ingon ko sa inyo ha, you need to consider the next digit. The next digit is 5. Di ba pag 1 to 4 as is lang ang last na digit, pero pag 5 to 9 kailangan ka mag plus 1. So dapat plus 1 ni siya, which means the final answer should be 134 grams. Naani siya ay 1, 2, 3, 3 significant figures. So we are following now the rules sa significant figure. So kinsa dinhi ang tama dapat pero gimalian sa Schoology. Again, the correct answer is 134 grams. Wala. Wala pang ana. So mag-move on ta. Last na ni siya. So I think this is about accuracy and precision. Sa ganitong kalahian nila, pag moingon ka og precision class, kung precise na siya, meaning ang mga given nimo are close to each other. Pero pag moingon ka og accuracy, dapat ang mga data is close to the true value. So that for this one, the true volume or the true value is 16.0 ml. Pag abot sa chemistry, we are very strict, especially sa volume and even sa mass. So dapat pag moingon kag accurate ang imuhang nakuha nga data, dapat close gyud siya, very close sa 16.0 ml. Okay, now let's look at the obtained data dinhi. You have 16.8, we have 16.0, and 17.1. If we look at the precision, 16.8 and 16 is 0.8 ml. In chemistry, that is actually very far from each other na. Layo na siya, class, pag moingon ta og volume. Okay? Layo na siya na difference. And then this one, 16.0 and 17.1, na sila 1.1 ml na difference. So that is also far na, or dili na gyud na siya close with each other. Layo na gyud na siya ang 1 ml nga difference pag chemistry ato ang ginaistoryahan. Therefore, this set of data is not precise. So tanan class nga choices din hinga precise ato anang i-eliminate. Okay? Now let's look at if this is accurate or not. When we had our discussion, I told you na para makabalo ka kung accurate or not, kuha class ang mean or ang average. So paano nimo kuhaon ang mean or average? I-add nimo na tanan 16.8 plus 16 plus 17.1 and i-divide nimo siya kung pila sila kabuok, 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 scores here, 3 data. So 16.8 plus 16.0 plus 17.1 divided by 3 is 16.63 ml. Now, is this considered accurate? I-check na to. Duol ba na siya sa 16 ml? So actually, this kind of difference is already far from the true volume. 16 ml lang man dapat ta. Layo na siya ang 16.63 ml. So this is not accurate also. Umingon gani kag accurate, imuhang reading is like 16.0, 16.01, 16.02. Mao na siya atong gina-consider na accurate. Pero kung 16.63, murag layo na gid na siya sa true volume. So this is not accurate also. Therefore, the correct answer here is this one. Not precise and not accurate. Okay? So I think that ends our quiz. Any question? Sa quiz. Let me see your scores.